Whether you're aware of it or not, you spend a large part of your day negotiating, which is why good negotiation skills are so important. Stay tuned for a few tips that will help you with your successful negotiations.
Toledo Biz TV Shows proudly presents this episode of Toledo Business Coaching, making your success a reality, with your host, Toledo Business Coach and Advisor, Patrick Good.
Negotiation is something we're all familiar with. It's something we use all the time in our work as well as in our personal lives. For example, you negotiate with your boss so you can hire an additional employee. You negotiate many issues with your employees, from raises to performance goals to vacation schedules. And after work, you go home and negotiate with your spouse over chores and with your kids, probably about everything else. Informal negotiations take place on a spur of the moment. Maybe you get a phone call or run into someone and negotiate some issue right on the spot. But formal negotiations you can plan for, and planning can make your negotiations more successful for both you and the other side. When you do have the opportunity to do some planning, remember these 4 points. Number 1, write down your objectives. What do you hope to get out of the negotiation? What are your objectives? Also, try to understand the other side's objectives. What does the other side really want and why? Number 2, anticipate the other side's moves. To the extent possible, try to anticipate the other side's strategies and tactics. Number 3, know your options. How important to you is each issue to be negotiated? What are the trade-offs? What are your competitive advantages and disadvantages? You need to think about all these things in order to be able to bargain effectively and compromise on the issues that aren't really that important, while holding firm on those that are. And finally, before you negotiate, think about your BATNA, your best alternative to no agreement. What are your other options if you can't reach a reasonable settlement? It's also a good idea to think about the other side's BATNA. Although it's often hard to estimate, you should try to get some feel for when the other side will call it quits. I hope you've learned something new about successful negotiations, and I encourage you to learn more by visiting my website and downloading some of the free business resources that are offered there. Until my next episode, be successful.
Toledo Biz TV Shows thanks you for watching this episode of Toledo Business Coaching with Patrick Good. For more great information, visit Patrick's website at pgood.advocoach.com/about-us.aspx. Also browse the other shows found right here at Toledo Biz TV Shows.